Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Colorado State Rams and the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Tulsa head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Tulsa will kick off, and we'll get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Looking for space. It's Hampton. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run him again. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Burrowing for yardage. Breaks into the open. The 50. He's at the 40, the 20, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Colorado State. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final touch, courtesy of that 76-yard sprint to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll ride Davis here. Driven back.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
The Golden Hurricane needing a huge chunk play to convert on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He'll be dropped.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you can tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. Taken down.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Ball. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it a receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. You could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really...
Sprinting away! He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Yards on the play. 1st and goal, Colorado.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rams! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room, it's McKinney. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The fake wants to throw. Rolls right. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Leaping grab for a big gain. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. Got enough for the first down. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tulsa!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They give it back to him. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
And this defense doing a really good job understanding out route, seeing it, sitting on it, waiting, breaking on the football, not giving up the third down conversion.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Needs it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's ball. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Rams have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wideout. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Touchdown, Colorado State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Release to the back. And the timing just a hair off.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
On third down, he drops to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Drops back on first down. Makes the catch. It's Davis. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Golden Hurricane might just throw this thing deep on 2nd and inches. Running inside. It's McKinney. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Golden Hurricane lines up on 3rd and inches. They'll send the back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Right side, it's Davis. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's McKinney. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Trying to save time on defense, they used their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Never a doubt. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the return, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Out wide right, it's Hampton. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Rams moving quickly to the line. They'll go to the counter. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
QB strikes it. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Straight ahead, it's Hampton. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start with his quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, it's Davis. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Fresno State taking on the number 5 team, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. And it's the Bulldogs with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Keeping his eyes downfield. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. Lots of running room. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 of the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Snapped it in the shotgun. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And the comeback is on. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Conversion is no good. That is the score. Colorado State 21, Tulsa 16.
From deep, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. They'll run the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, going to throw it. With the catch, it's Vereen. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
The run inside. It's ball. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun. Right side, it's Hampton. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And the Rams come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Has to have it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
The Rams are moving quickly down the field. Hits inside. It's Hampton. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Out wide right, it's Hampton. Got room at the 35. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Gets it inside the 10. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Moving the pocket. It's Lindsey. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Second down to the air. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Quick give. It's Hampton. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, gonna throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Ball. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Finds his tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. He's looking to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Hampton.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll give it to Ball. All over him immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The give as they work on that clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight, taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the second level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them, that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
They'll ride him again. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
The Rams pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run the counter. Finding some room. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And the Rams have it with a 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Hampton. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Keeps it moving. It's Hampton. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Lindsey. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Escapes the pressure to his right. Rolls it in. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Golden Hurricane building momentum with that last passing catch. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. On the move. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared.
Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They've got a 1st down here. Want to start as Bend in this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.